Hi everyone, it's Daphne, and today I'm showcasing the source of all evil. I'ma do my best to go over all his powers and explain them to the best of my abilities. I'm going to begin with his morph. The source is able to toggle his hood, and between his black eye and his more lava-looking eye. Next, I want to mention the source does have a slighter faster than average sprint with particle effects while sprinting. Now moving on to his keybinds, his first keybind is Flaming, and here are his locations. And yes, he can flame to demons, I forgot to record it, but when you flame next to a fire, you go into it. Now continuing the showcase, his next keybind is his Energy Ball, and here's how that looks. Next keybind is his Fireball, which to me looks a bit different than the standard one, but I could be wrong. It has rings surrounding it, which I find pretty cool. His next keybind is Apparition, which is pretty standard. It took me so long to ragdoll the seer in this clip, I was struggling so bad I 100% recommend larger objects. His next keybind is Area Pyrokinetic Ignition, which I find super good when fighting invisible targets, but the damage wasn't bad from what I've seen. Next is also pretty self-explanatory, but it's his Invisibility keybind. I do just want to get this out there, that while sprinting your particles and breathing sound can be heard by players. His next keybind is Telekinetic Deviation, which also is very self-explanatory if you've watched Charmed or played Charmed Reborn. His next keybind is Shapeshifting, where he takes the form of whoever you use the keybind on. Keep in mind you can't shapeshift into custom elders, since I get asked often why players can't. His next keybind is a Force Field with 600 defense too. It's white and transparent, and you are able to use your abilities while using the Force Field. However, you cannot sprint. Next is his Incineration. He is able to incinerate upper-level demons like Shax Seer, etc. I also want to add that when incinerating a charmed one who isn't Prue, he has a special voice line. His next keybind is Crushing, which works like Chris and Goddess Pages. Next, his Electrokinetic Torture. Keep in mind, while in this state, the victim cannot be damaged by an outside source. His next keybind is Assignment, where you can assign demons to kill certain witches, and after they do so, they are rewarded with coins. It is possible for them to fail, but I didn't showcase that. Next is Mind Manipulation, where the source gets in her head and makes you hallucinate being in a volcano, telling you the only way to escape is by relinquishing your powers. His next keybind is Sleep Inducement, putting your target to sleep, rendering them defenseless. His next keybind is Summoning. As the source, you can summon basically any demon or warlock in-game to your location, and you can choose who you summon or summon everyone to you. For now, his last keybind is Electrokinetic Bolt, which is just a red beam. It does vanquish lower-level demons and insta-kill on low health. The source spawns with a sword, which works similar to Bianca's Atame, inflicting burn damage alongside his slashes, also vanquishing those on low health. The source has the hollow as a teleportation option. The source is able to go to the hollow, incinerate its protector, open the wall, and access the hollow box and obtain its power. After obtaining the hollow, when the charmed ones use their abilities on you, you gain their powers and they are unable to harm you with their abilities, unless they also have the hollow. While the source has the hollow, he gains an immunity to energy balls absorbing them. When hit, it bugged here, I think, due to the new projectiles, so I kinda just continued to float in the air. However, there was no damage or ragdoll. The GUI of me obtaining the charmed one's powers didn't appear for some reason, but here are the keybinds listed. Here I was trying to showcase that when you obtain Paige's powers, you can free yourself from crystals. And it has been stated in an update log. However, I think with Roblox's text system updating, it might have never been fixed / re-added. I'm now going to showcase how to vanquish the source.
Patricia Penelope. Ash from Helen. Laura and Gray. Paolo witches stand strong beside us. Vanquish this evil from time and space.
Now going to showcase the source's damage. As always, keep in mind, my Elder has 600 health, so damage might seem low, but will do much more on normal characters. The first keybind was obviously his energy ball. The damage genuinely wasn't horrible at all. His next keybind is his fireball, which upon impact did slightly more damage than his energy ball. His next keybind is his area pyrokinetic ignition, which did more damage than I thought, and I also wanted to show what I meant earlier when I said it was good for invisible targets. His next keybind is his telekinetic deviation, which was standard and didn't do too much damage. Next is his crushing keybind. I was kinda disappointed by the damage, as I thought it would have done more. His next keybind is his electrokinetic torture. The damage wasn't too bad, but since you are invulnerable during it, and don't ragdoll after this ability can be pretty risky during a fight, but would be good if fighting multiple people to quickly nullify / distract one. His next keybind is his mind manipulation, which I will showcase the damage and the message sent if you actually listen to what the text tells you to do. The damage wasn't bad, but this ability does leave the source vulnerable to crystals, or the charmed one's vanquishing spell, or possibly even being bound. Here's a look at the message you receive if you actually relinquish your powers. The next keybind is his sleep inducement, which deals no damage but does blind you and make you vulnerable to attacks, one of his best abilities in my opinion. His next keybind is his electrokinetic bolt. The damage wasn't amazing, but this ability is better used as a finisher when he's already gotten Simone on low health or is trying to start a combo and ragdoll them. His last damaging keybind is Piper's Combustion, which didn't do too much damages honestly, but again could be used just to make sure someone stays ragdolled or insta-vanquish them. I'm now going to have Faith showcase his sword. The damage is honestly good, however it is super easy to counter. Keep in mind I have 600 health here. That's all for this showcase. I hope you enjoyed and that you hopefully learned something. Again, I am trying to be more consistent with posting, so just bear with me. All links to the Game Pass server and game can be found in this video's description. As always, go toodaloo!